Hello, welcome back to the channel. We'll be talking about Excel filters today. Alright, so I have saved a file here on the desktop which I have got a sample online to help you understand about filters easily. So I've opened it already. Let's dive into it. Okay, so before we get into filters, I just wanted to quickly touch base on a small thing that might be useful to you guys when you deal with Excel sheets. It's a pretty simple thing, but yeah, can go a long way if you know it. Okay, so sometimes you may download files that look like this, or you may receive them that are not weird, that are not formatted well, or whatsoever. So, in such cases, to quickly make them neat, properly spaced, what you can do is select all the columns and double click here on top. There's a small box on top of it in the corner of the letter. Just double click, and here you go. All of the columns are neatly spaced. Another thing that you can do is click here in the corner between A and 1 on this box. It'll select the entire sheet. So you can go and double click in the end anywhere, and it'll make all of your columns neatly spaced out. Okay, so this is pretty good. So we are good to go. Alright, let's get into filters. So the first thing that you need to know that the filters can be found here in the Home tab under Sort and Filter in Editing. So when you open it, you can see options such as Sort, A to Z, Z to A, Custom Sort, and Filter. So sort is a topic that we will discuss in another tutorial. For now, let's understand filters. So you can go ahead and click on filter here, and it will filter all of your columns. Let's space this a bit more. Okay, so it will filter all of your columns here. Another way that you can filter is through a shortcut. So you can select the entire column and press Alt H S F. Okay, so there are many shortcuts in the market that are used for Excel. So all of them are correct and valid. It is totally up to you what you find comfortable. For me, I am pretty used to this shortcut now, so I am fast with this one. You are free to use anything as per your convenience. So I'll go ahead and just try to explain why this particular shortcut and what is the logic behind it. Usually, if you understand the logic behind something, it's easier to remember it, and also to do it time and again on repetition. So okay, so when you press Alt on the keyboard, it gives you various letters here. So the home is H, insert is N, page layout P, and so on. So Excel is basically telling you that you can press H for home. So H. Now it's given various letters for all of these functions, like wrap text is W, filters is S, delete is D, and so on. So it's telling you can press S. Now sort is S, sort from Z to A is O, and filter is F. So F, and here you go, it's filtered. So if you remember it quickly, Alt HSF, Alt HSF. If any time you don't know a particular shortcut to something, this is a very easy way of learning the shortcut as well. As soon as you press Alt, Excel will tell you what to do. In case you also want to learn any shortcut, this is a good way to learn it. For example, I press Alt and I want something in the Insert tab. So it's telling me N is Insert and V is for pivot table. So I press V and then T is from table range T. So it's given me here the pivot table option. So let's go and close that. But yeah, so this way you can learn Excel on your own, try and do any trial and errors and explore the entire software. All right, so let's come back to filters. Okay, so you filtered this entire thing using Alt HSF. So now suppose I want to filter on products. One way is you take your cursor here to this triangle and press it. You can see that there are all the options in this particular column. Another way is you take your arrow key to it, press Alt, down arrow, the entire filter opens up here as well. So it's much easier to deal with the keyboard. You can click on this select all by doing a space bar. It will select all of the options. The same way you can deselect it with a space bar as well. You can select any of your options using the space bar. I want to select chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin, and then you press enter for OK. Here you go, your chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin is filtered out. So this is pretty easy. This is the only function for this particular part. Another topic that you need to learn would be text filters. So I will go into text filters and open it up. So it has equals, does not equal, begin with, end with, and so on. So suppose I want to take equals, enter, equals, carrots. Okay. So it has quickly given me all of the products that are carrot. I want to do another example. Say I want to see if it has chocolate. So I type in the shortcut and I go OK. Alright, it's given me nothing. Because whenever we use an equals, it will look for the exact same word. In such a scenario, you can use contains. I press chocolate. Here you go. It's given me chocolate chips. So contains and equals is a good thing that you can use in text filters. Custom filter basically shows you all of the options that are in the filters menu. Okay, now we can do another example in the quantity column. Can open up the filters. Here you have number filters. So Excel filters has text filters and number filters. So under number filters, there are a number of options, more or less a similar one. Here let's try greater than. So if you want to filter out values that are greater than 30, you type 30 and you go OK. Here you go. Suppose I use the greater than. You can use these options as well. Greater than 30, and you want to add another line of filter in this. So I can say greater than 30 and less than 60. You go OK. So it's giving you all of your values between 30 and 60. So this way you can explore the number filters option. There are many options here. You can do a top 10. It will give you the top 10 items from the largest. In the top 10, you can adjust this. You can tell me, give me top 15. Okay, it's given you the top 15 values. Alright, so this more or less covers filters. Another topic would be that if you want to filter out more than one value or a text, so what you can do is you can go into the search bar. Suppose I searched for brand. Okay, and I have filtered out all of the products that are brand. Now I realize that I want to also add pretzels in this. So I type pretzels here, and you can click on add current selection to filter and press OK. So now here it has added pretzels as well. Now let me tell you, this comes in use when you have large numbers of rows and columns. You cannot sit and select them here in this particular drop down. There, searching for a value and adding it in your selection is very useful. Okay. Another thing is, like I said, that if there are large numbers of columns and here your filter might not show all of them when you're viewing them in this particular screen in under the scroll bar. So here Excel would mention that all of the items are not available. That means that it's not able to show all of the items here. However, they are available for filter. So once you search them in this search bar, they will show up. Yes, so that's a quick tip for you. Another thing is you can expand this particular box here. There are three dots on the corner right, so you can expand it as per your convenience. Alright, so this ends our filter tutorial. I hope this was useful for you guys. This pretty much covers the filters function and everything related to it. Do let me know in case I have missed out on something. It is possible that I could have missed something. You can let me know. I'll create another video about it, or you can drop your questions or suggestions in the comments. That might help us improve our videos. And also please do like and subscribe. It will encourage us to make more videos on Excel and maybe some other topics as well. Thank you.